Tell us who the real father is. Who are you? Where did you come from? Who owns these babies? Olori Calabash was still shocked as the elders of Ileife moved her to the rivers to confess and to find the true identity of Prince Ademakinwa. My people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl again, Live Gist Plus. I bring another gist from the palace of Kabiyesi. How are you doing? Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe. And then to you, my returning subscribers, I appreciate it so much. So, according to the information that is coming to us, according to the information as is alleged, we are hearing that it is happening live at Ileife River. The elders of Kabiyesi, the chief elder in council, they have picked Olori Calabash with ademakinwa and went straight to the river in order to discover, confirm, find out, and confine and conclude the real identity of Prince Ademakinwa. Obviously, my people, this fight is really getting head. Do you know why? Because not only that Oba Elegushi is also here, because we heard Oba Elegushi has included himself. He said he must take over if Kabiyesi permits him to really go to the root of this matter. My people, it is not a small something. So, Prince Ademakinwa has reached to the stage whereby they can now know his true identity through the river. Because when he was born, there was a time we heard the elders suggested all those times that all those gospels were coming out, all those talks were coming out, all this circulating information concerning his origin. They said the another way to know Prince Ademakinwa's true identity is through the river. Yes, because Ilefe elders and they are traditional people, and most of the times they seek things from the river. They get the truth, whatever that seems so difficult to understand. They always go to the river to ask. But that is if the baby has come up to some age. So right now, we heard at that time they suggested, and they realized that the baby was not up to age of taking to the river. So the baby was still too tender to be taken to the river. And that was why they didn't take the baby to the river. Maybe Olori Calabash has maybe she thought that they must have forgotten. And now she realized that they will still do what they have to do. My people, that was why we heard she ran away, ran so very far from the palace. She ran away from the palace with Ademakinwa, and Kabiyesi was looking for her. I don't know, some of you might know when we were hearing that Kabiyesi was looking for Prince Ademakinwa and Olori Calabash. All Olori Calabash did was to tell Kabiyesi that he would settle her for all the expenses she made on Prince Ademakinwa, that because of he wanted to bring a son to the throne for Kabiyesi, a son that will complete Tadetu, a son that will give him pride anywhere he's walking, so that it will not look as if he has many women, ladies, daughters without a son. That is what is the reason she gave that made her to bring Prince Ademakinwa to the palace. So the elders knew, they've informed her earlier that it was time for Ademakinwa to go to the river to get the true identity. That was why she left with Ademakinwa and came and be giving Kabiyesi less reasons why what Kabiyesi would do so that he will bring Prince Ademakinwa to the palace. You understand? Now, they have caught her red-handed with Ademakinwa. I don't know how they managed to find where she hid and asked, carry both of them like this, drag them to the river to find the actual truth about Prince Ademakinwa. So, Olori Calabash didn't see this coming. As we are hearing, they said As at the time this information came, they said they have been in the river consulting, doing a lot of things to make sure that the river goddess answer. But it says the river goddess was not there. They tried from morning to around how many hours? Olori Calabash was just there smiling. Now, people are saying that maybe she must have manipulated the waters because you know that Olori Calabash has the water powers, right? Yes, there was a time we heard she controlled the water spirits. I don't know if it is true. I don't know. Make I know. I don't know. And whatever I'm saying here, I don't. Whatever spiritual effect it have will not have on me because I am only giving is according to what I heard. So that's why I will always tell people. I don't know if it is true. The information we get on social media, we hear, and our own is to just say it and say, oh, this is how it happened. How possible is this? So Olori Calabash were just there smiling, smiling and smiling and smiling. Oh my God. He said the elders at a point were afraid. Why is she smiling? She's not even bothered. But they tried to pull out the truth from the rivers. Nothing, nothing came out. No single person, no single creature, nothing. Everywhere was just silence. Olori Calabash, you have done it again. You have done it again. Where is this woman getting all the powers? They said Ooni's elders were so angry at Olori Calabash that they were dragging her. They were dragging her in that river. That if you know what she did inside this, if you know what she did in this, what do they call it? In this river that made this river to be silent, that she should undo what she did. They said Olori Calabash was just laughing. Just told them that they're the one that brought her to the river. They should do what they have to do so that she can go back to where she's coming from. They carried Prince Ademakinwa, carried him around the river, trying to verify. No way. Now there people come fear Olori Calabash. Has it gotten to the extent that you are not manipulating the river and controlling the river? Hmm? So we heard Olori Calabash has that power for the river, from the rivers. That time she was fighting. There was a time she was fighting with Queen Naomi. They say she went to the river and was fighting, that she was there making some incantation, calling Queen Naomi's name, doing this, doing that, calling the water spirits. So I believe if this information is true, then she has connection with the river. And that is why maybe she must have done one or two things she was supposed to do for the river, and the river did not answer the elders as they came. But it doesn't stop there. Not be only that river, the river where there for ileife. Maybe Olori Calabash has power over the one near to the palace. What if they find the one that is not close to the palace? Because that is what people are advising. They can equally find the truth in anywhere. It must not be that river close to the palace. They can get the one that is a bit far from the palace. All they need to do is to do their sacrifice, say do their sacrifice and do their, what do they call it? Condition. Give their incantation, do their incantation, say their words, and let them also try from another river. But the most amazing thing, the thing that baffles everybody, is how Olori Calabash was able to know she was going to the river. Because they took her unaware, according to what we heard. So she's not even supposed to know. She's not supposed to know that um, they are taking her to the river. But upon reaching the river, she calmed down because they say she was aggressive when they picked her. When they picked her with some KBAC's guards. She was nervous, she was shouting, she was aggressive. But when they came to the river, she just relaxed and was smiling. So does it mean that she has manipulated the river, or that she has bribed the river, or that she has done enough sacrifice? How did she know? How was she able to get prepared? How was she able to get prepared with the river? Yes, you know. So it is quite unfortunate that these women has gone beyond what we think they can go. They have really gone beyond it, because it is something that we don't even know how to describe. Prince Ademakinwa was supposed to, his true identity was supposed to show, because they went there, okay, at a point when they realized that it is not forthcoming, they now started asking her manually, forcing her to speak. Who is the father of this baby? Say the true identity. They started threatening her that they are going to use a shrine against her. They are going to use Kabiesi's royal sword. They said, cuckoo, cuckoo. She did not say anything. She was just smiling. But at a point, that when she knew that it was real, that they are really going to do something, was when they said they spoke with Kabiesi's spokesman. Kabiesi's spokesman now told them that uh, based on the knowledge he has about the river, that the next thing they should do if they want the river to talk is to get Kabiesi's ancient sword and hit it on the river. You know, that once they hit it on the river, that whatever Ulrich Calabash has done on that river is going to really reverse. It's going to reverse and they will have their way. That was when we heard Ulrich Calabash stood up and said, never, that they will never keep her here to go and bring royal sword, and they will never use her time like that. That she will never come back here again. They say she sparks up and started spitting fire on the elders. That they want to use her, that she will shout, she's accusing them of kidnap, this one and this one. Yeah. And they say this KBC spokesman now said whatever she wants, let her talk. That the next thing they're going to do is to get the ancient sword. That was when one of them, the elders, now ran back to the palace to go and play to Kabiyesi to give the ancient sword. And we heard that if Kabiyesi was not around, the ancient sword cannot come out. So when that one went there, finding out that Kabiyesi wasn't around, that the ancient sword would not, they cannot just take it like that. It has to be Kabiyesi that will hand it over to anybody that will use it. Unfortunately, Kabiyesi was not around. And that was how you see Olori Calabash. It can't be like say she succeeded that day. That she succeeded that day doesn't mean she will succeed the next day. Do you get me? Yes, because as far as she doesn't want to, they have given her the option. Leave the palace with ademakinwa. You understand? Leave the palace with him if you don't want to succumb to pressure. Or you stay back and whatever you see, you take. Because they are going to search Toloro, they are going to do investigation, verification, spiritual, physical, and otherwise. So if you're not ready to face the shame that will come with it, if you're not ready to face the shame that will come with it, then all you need to do is to carry Prince Ademakinwa, and leave the palace. That way you are safe. That way you are safe. But Olori Calabar seems she wants to dare Kabiyesi because all the options they are giving, she's not abiding by anyone. So she really, literally know what she's doing. You see, so she knows very much what she's acting. So now she know her plan. Leave the palace ember. Give the pikin to the surrogate mom. No. Give this pikin to Kabiyesi, to the father, ex-husband. No. You want to hold the pikin and you want to force Kabiyesi to take it. It does not happen that way. Whoever that gave Olori Calabash this advice must be a madman because it is not going to work. And they are still going to pick her, verify Ademakinwa in the river, get the whole truth from the river. Let her just wait. Make Kabiyesi come back. As at the time when would they hear this thing, Kabiyesi was not around and the ancient sword will not be taken. So do you suggest that the ancient sword should be used? Or do you suggest that they should give her time to confess it by herself? Because right now, or should they go to another river? Because there's another option of going to another river to go and do it. So that is what they are planning to do. What do you think they will do? Let's not suggest in passive, but what do you think your mind is telling you that they are going to do? Remember, it is not only in ileife river they can do it. They can also do it in another river in ileife or do it in another neighboring village around. So it must not be the river in the palace. Do you understand? Drop your comment on the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up And don't forget that all these are alleged and unverified info making waves on the social media and should not be regarded as facts. Thank you.